The fortress of Carvelum was considered impossible, not difficult. Not well defended? Impossible. It was carved directly into the mantle of a dead world, shielded by gravity distortions, phase-locked walls, and a defense grid so advanced that even scanning it caused most sensors to crash. Entire civilizations had tried and failed to breach it. The galaxy agreed on one thing. If Carvelum didn't want you inside, you stayed outside. That didn't stop the Zerathi. The Zerathi Empire didn't believe in impossible. They believed in elite strike teams, gene-engineered soldiers, and tactics refined over 10,000 campaigns. So they sent their best unit, Black Spiral, 6 operatives, each one a living weapon. Stealth fields bending light, neural dampeners masking thought, armor that could shrug off starship fire. Their mission was simple: infiltrate the fortress, extract the artifact inside, and leave no witnesses. The moment they crossed the perimeter, everything went wrong. The gravity shifted without warning. One operative slammed into the ground hard enough to crack the rock beneath him. Defense turrets didn't fire, but reality itself seemed to object to their presence. Hallways rearranged, doors phased out of existence. Their comms filled with static that sounded disturbingly like whispers. Black Spiral adapted. They always did. They moved silently, cutting through layers of security, losing one operative to a corridor that folded into itself, another to an automated defense drone that didn't exist until it killed him. Still, the remaining 4 pushed on. Then they reached the inner gate. It didn't respond to force. It didn't respond to hacking. It didn't even acknowledge them. Moments later, the fortress activated its final defense. The walls lit up, not with weapons, with judgment. Energy surged through the chamber, ancient and precise. The strike team's armor locked up, their stealth fields collapsed. Gravity pinned them to the floor like insects. The fortress spoke, unauthorized presence detected. Termination authorized. Black Spiral never screamed. Even when the energy began to dismantle their molecular structure, they died silently, professionals to the end. Mission failed. 3 hours later, a single human ship dropped out of FTL near Carvelum. It wasn't a warship. It wasn't stealthy. It barely registered as military at all. Just a blocky civilian transport with mismatched hull panels and a coffee stain on the side of the cockpit. Inside was one human. No power armor. No escort. No elite team. He walked up to the fortress's main entrance, the entrance that no one had ever opened and knocked. Nothing happened, he sighed, adjusted the strap of the bag slung over his shoulder, and said, "Yeah. Hi, I've got clearance." The fortress paused. Sensors swept him from head to toe. No stealth fields. No hidden weapons beyond a standard Dishu sidearm and something that looked suspiciously like a multi-tool. Clearance not recognized, the fortress intoned. The human pulled out a small, battered data chip. "Oh, right. New system. Here." He slid it into a slot that had not existed a second earlier. The fortress went silent. Then, the gate opened. Deep inside the structure, ancient systems rerouted power, lowered shields, and disengaged defenses that had annihilated fleets. The same fortress that had unmade the galaxy's deadliest strike team simply stepped aside. "Welcome back," the fortress said. The human grinned. "Good to see you too. You're looking sturdy." As he strolled through the halls, the remnants of the Zerathi strike team lay embedded in the walls, frozen, catalogued, and archived as hostile anomalies. The human barely glanced at them. He reached the central chamber where the artifact floated, humming with universe-bending energy. "Yep," he muttered, "still here." He tapped a few controls, unplugged the artifact like an appliance, and set it carefully into his bag. Before leaving, he paused and patted the fortress wall. "Sorry about the mess. People keep trying to break in. Threats will continue," the fortress replied. The human shrugged. "Yeah, they always do." Outside, as the gates sealed themselves once more, a Zerathi scout ship watched from extreme range, recording everything. The footage would later be shown to the Galactic Council. The analysis was unanimous. The elite strike team had failed, because the fortress was designed to stop invaders. The human hadn't invaded, he just come home, and the galaxy quietly added a new rule to its strategic doctrine: if humans walk in casually, you were never supposed to be there in the first place.